Hey, Dubious Decisions Garage, even though I haven't actually been able to film anything in the garage recently, but that's still the name of the channel. Anyway, here to talk to you about, not that, here to talk to you about this, my rat rod. Done some videos on it, you might have seen them, talked a little bit about it, but I'm going to go ahead and give the whole story behind this rat rod, that I know of anyway. All right, so here it is. This is a 1960 Morris Minor 1000, or at least part of it is. The body itself is all Morris Minor 1000. This was originally a coupe. The roof has been chopped off. It's not originally a convertible. It is sitting on a 1963 Chevy Impala frame, and all the suspension is Chevy Impala. Does have aftermarket front fancy stuff. I also did a Ford 9-inch, which you can look back at the videos on that, some of them anyway. Didn't do the whole Ford 9-inch swap on camera, sorry about that. So it's got a Ford 9-inch from Quick Performance, 355 gears, limited slip differential, or posi. I think it was posi. It's got McGahee's lowering springs, which actually is supposed to drop an Impala about 5 inches. In this case, it actually raised up the car from what it was when I bought it. When I bought it, the original builder of this car had just chopped about 5 inches off the Impala springs. So this fender actually sat level with the top of this tire. So the lowering springs actually raised it up, but it's safer to drive and the springs won't fall out if I go over a bump. So the power plant originally, when I bought this car, was a 350 Pontiac 2-barrel. Out of a 1972 Pontiac LeMans. It came with the 350 engine and the TH350 transmission. I picked up a Pontiac 400 out of a 1967 Pontiac Gran Prix 4-barrel factory and a TH400, but the TH400 wasn't going to fit in the transmission housing, well, whatever it's called. So I opted to just have the TH350 rebuilt and improved so it could handle more horsepower. There is a video I did putting the Ram Air 3 or 4 exhaust manifolds on, so you can check that out. And also a video of me painting the 1932 Ford grill that I wanted to put on there. In fact, oh, my little lights are loose. So originally this car was built, I believe, by Traffic Jam's Speed Shop out in Wisconsin. And there's a couple of stickers, so I'm assuming it was them. I picked it up out of Wisconsin. Bought it off of a kid, really nice kid. He worked at a mechanic shop, and the owner of the mechanic shop actually built the car. From my understanding, he literally did a junkyard build. He went and found a body, a frame, motor and transmission, and just wanted to put something together. He drove it for a little while, sold it to the kid. Kid drove it for a little while, but it was having some issues and he needed something that was more reliable to drive to work. And I don't think a chopped roof car is probably the best thing to drive in Wisconsin. I've heard they get winters of a type. So anyway, he wanted to sell it, get something. It got better gas mileage. I wanted a Morris Minor rat rod. The hard work had already been done. So I went out there, picked this car up, brought it home, got it running and driving well enough to be able to go to a couple of car shows. But then, unfortunately, had changed out a bunch of the wiring, but the one wire that I hadn't changed out was this big welding cable power that had gone over the behind the motor. And this motor actually sat farther back, and it actually chafed through and shorted out the car and had to get a flat tow home. So anywho, what other things? Let's see. Originally when I got it, it was just a sheet metal shelf back here. I wanted to do like a boat deck setup. So I actually had gotten this wood from the kid. I have no idea what the wood is, but it's really, really hard. If you're really curious, I can look it up. I do have some still in the shop up in storage. But wanted to do a little boat deck, so I got some brushed aluminum strips, put it in there. Needed a stereo system. It didn't have anything at all. It was actually running a Kenwood Bluetooth amp stereo combo, so just connect my phone to the Kenwood, and I just live stream my music or whatever to the speakers. If those aren't obnoxious enough, I also have two 6-inch Infinities in the doors. They're all marine grade, so they can get wet, though I try not to get wet in this car. One of the things I also did was put together a pretty cheesy but functional center console. So I got my bean can cup holders, I got my bread tray for just, throwing crap in, and then there's the controls for the Kenwood. One of the things I also did, picked up a grenade, because, got to be cheesy and have a grenade on the car. I don't know why. Just wanted to. Also needed some seat belts. I actually had this seat belt for a really long time. I'm not entirely sure where I got that from. But then I wasn't able to find another one of those. But I picked up one of these, just another aircraft aviation seat belt. I thought it would be more interesting than a normal seat belt. So in addition to putting in the lowering springs, which raised the car up, that's when I decided I needed to go ahead and have actual fenders, because I didn't want this big obnoxious gap. So I ordered in a set of fenders from England, and then ended up having to trim to fit not just the size of the tire, but the position of the tire, because this is actually sitting a little bit farther forward or backwards. I don't remember. It's sitting either forward or backwards, and so yeah, I had to trim. Then, of course, that led to me wanting to put some stock taillights on there. My plan is actually to pull this bumper off that he had put on the car and put a factory bumper on. I have one from the other Morris that I got to straighten out, but I think it'll fit on. I think I can get it cleaned up. So, under the trunk lid, got your tiny little fuel tank. This don't get good gas mileage, or I'm not expecting it to anyway, so I ain't going to be able to go very far, but that's fine. It's not a highway cruiser. And then there's the rear battery location. So stock on a Morris Minor, from my understanding, your fuel filler neck is down here. The fuel tank actually sits lower, and so he had raised it up there for, I don't know why, but hey, it works. And then had to drill a new fuel filler. So I had this empty hole. I figured throw a battery disconnect on it. One of the other things was there was two matching holes for some reason on both sides of the car. I mean, identical. Couldn't figure out what trim went there. From everything I heard, there was no trim that went there. So I found these old wrenches, welded some bolts to the back of them, and then just bolted them on. Another thing that was done was this didn't have a mirror. So this mirror is actually off of a Harley V-Rod. Built a bracket, just kind of a pinch bracket, so it's just held on by a set screw, but I thought that came out pretty well. And then the rear view mirror didn't exist either. So this rear view mirror is off of a Fiat multiple something, really weird minivan from like the 60s or 70s. Check it out if you've never heard of one. But anyway, so picked that up. Glass was all busted, light was busted, so I took it apart, replaced the glass, replaced the light inside. I have wiring sitting back here. Eventually I'm going to wire that up so I can have a little dome reading map light working. One of the other things that I did, let me get these out of the way. The original speedometer was still in here, but it didn't work. So I ended up picking up a Speed Hut GPS speedometer with fuel gauge, and you can actually track trap times with that, quarter mile, whatever. I've never used it, but so put that in. These were in the car when I bought it. I don't know, left them there, haven't taken them out yet. Wired up a horn, needed to have a horn, so there's my horn right there. And then you got your turn signals, and I don't remember what that does. These gauges are not stock. Surprise, surprise. I actually have more Speed Hut gauges to put in here. You got water temp, oil pressure, oil temp, voltmeter. I don't remember what else. They're sitting in the house. Need to get those installed. So what is left to do to this car to get it running and driving? I have to finish building the exhaust. The downpipes from Pipes Performance have come in, so I can get those on and start building the exhaust going back. Not entirely sure how I'm doing it yet, but I'm pretty sure I am building it off of Camaro exhaust from the mid 2010s. Picked it up at a garage sale for, I don't know, 20 bucks, and it's 3-inch exhaust. Don't know, I don't think it's stock off of the Camaro, but it's what I have. It's what I'm going to play with. We'll get it on there. Still need to wire up the starter. In fact, I need to wire up all the power for the motor, all the grounds. I need to wire up. I got my temp switch I got to get installed. My oil pressure light that I got to get installed. Got to finish wiring up the alternator. The drive shaft did come in. It is ready to install, but I have to build a bracket to support the junction trunnion. What I don't know what the words are. Sorry, it's been a long day. It's a 2-piece drive shaft, and it has the center section that is actually bolted to the car itself. You got your solid piece that comes to it, and then the flexible piece. Man, words are really hard today for me. Flexible piece that goes from there. It's not flexible. It's articulating. Goes to the rear axle. Anyway, have that to install. And then transmission lines. I still have to do the transmission cooler lines. I have to fab those up, get those installed. And I think I have to connect the brakes. And then that's about it. Other than the gauges, get those gauges installed. So hopefully here soon we'll get that done. I have just been swamped with working on the shop. And it has just taken every moment of my waking hour. But almost done with that. Just got a mini split installed today. Have to finish wiring it up. Have the Honda Del Sol to finish, and then I'll be back to working on this. So thanks for joining this short, sweet video. Hopefully we can get back to actually doing some automotive stuff and some other fun stuff, and it's not just me working on the shop anymore. But thanks for being here. Like, share, subscribe, notification bell, whatever. Drop a note in the comments. Yeah, have a good one. Good night.
Well, it's 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56.